get it back. Alright. Hello everyone, my name is Allison and these are my books. And we're gonna do a bookshelf tour because I can't think of anything else to do. So yeah, anyway, I don't know how many books I have. I was gonna count them, but then I decided I didn't feel like it. So I'm just gonna show you my bookshelves. And yeah, that's it. That's the premise of the video. Alright, so these are my two main bookshelves that house the majority of my books, and we are going to start on the left on the top shelf with my really random miscellaneous collection here. Just have a couple random picture-y books here. This came with, I don't know, a special edition of the Big Fish DVD that I got like 20 years ago probably. No, not 20 years ago because the movie's not 20 years old. Anyway, like 15 years ago. And then we have a couple graphic novels, Demon in the Wood, some Avatar ones, this fun one that my friend got me. And then we have some fairy tale type books, fairy tale slash fairy encyclopedia books. Yeah, that's my little fairy collection. And then over here we have art books for movies and TV shows and the like. And we have my fun little crocheted jellyfish that my sister-in-law got me a long time ago for my birthday. And yeah, that's those. You know, some of my favorite things right in there. Let me show you my pretty cat bookend. There's a pair, but I'm only using one at a time right now because I have too many books. Anyway, and that's just my little jar of bookmarks. Yeah, so moving on to the next shelf. Down here is my Diana Wynne Jones shelf. I've talked about her books multiple times on my channel already. Yeah, she's one of my favorite authors, especially my multiple editions of Howl's Moving Castle here, and then the rest of the books in the series. And we have some older books and the Christomancy, I don't know how to say it, series, and Power 3, Deep Secret, Fire and Hemlock, Tale of Time City, Dog's Body, and then the fun Tough Guide to Fantasy Land. Yeah, and then this is a little tarot card that Maggie Stiefvater did a few years ago for her Howl's Moving Castle read along. If you bought a book from I don't know, the local bookstore that she sells a lot of her signed books through, you got a fun little card, and yeah, I had to get one. And then this is a little candle from Frostbeard Studio that is Howl's Moving Castle themed, and some fun rocks because I have a lot of them, and then just some fun, oh, I forgot what that's called. Oh my gosh. Perler beads. Oh my god, I used to work in a craft store. I can't believe I forgot what those are called. Anyway, moving on. Speaking of Maggie Stiefvater, this is my Maggie Stiefvater shelf. Yeah, just about all of her books here. I don't know what happened to my copy of Sinner, but it wouldn't fit on the shelf anyway. Well, it would if I didn't display this book. But anyway, I've got the Owl Crate tea tin for Scorpio races, and over here's Bravely. It's kind of dark. I need to pull it out more, but it's tricky. Anyway, there's Bravely, Scorpio races, all the Crooked Saints, Ballad and Lament. Did I say that right? I don't know. I can't speak English. Shiver, Linger Forever, another tarot card from Maggie Stiefvater. This one's signed. I believe she did an art contest, I think, and I had entered into it, and everybody that entered got a signed Raven Cycle tarot card. And here's my Raven Cycle series and the Dreamer trilogy, all here, along with Shiver and all those. All right. And so that's my Maggie Stiefvater shelf. And down here on the bottom shelf is my Outlander series. They're out of order because I, for some reason, have book 6 in hardcover, even though the rest of them are in mass market paperback. And then, of course, the newer 2 I have in hardcover. I think I do want to get all of them in mass market because, I don't know, Outlander's fun to read in mass market paperback. It's not fun to read in hardcover. The hardcovers are very heavy. Anyway, yeah. And I also need to get a different edition of book 2 because I have the media tie-in one and I hate it. Anyway, so yeah, that's my Outlander shelf. Oh yeah, and my standing stones that don't really stand up, so they're leaning against the books. And some other rocks. Ignore my printer and dusty mess in my laptop and my headphones. Anyway, yeah, Outlander shelf, and that concludes this shelf. Yes, I am sitting on the floor. Anyway, moving on to the next one. Okay, so here is my main big bookshelf. On top we have some random doodads, a tree that's supposed to light up, but the batteries wore out and I haven't changed them, and I probably should have before I started filming this. But anyway, a print from Paris, Moulin Rouge. I have a bunch of them that my sister-in-law gave me. A bell from my grandmother's house. A pretty print by an artist I don't remember because I literally got that print like 10 years ago. A fun house thing that you can put a candle in, it lights up the windows and it's cute. A collection of stuffed animals, even though I'm 30 and I don't need them. And yeah, Jim Pickens. I don't think I need to explain that one. If you know what it is, you know what it is. Anyway, moving on. So yeah, this is the first shelf. The first shelf of my bookshelf. So here are all my classics, my Jane Austen, and mostly Jane Austen. There's more Jane Austen under there. I should have moved stuff around. But yeah, my Jane Austen, the cute little Jane Austen book with quotes from the books in there. And a pretty rose quartz that was found out in the garden all nice and shiny like this, and so I had to keep it. A silver dollar that I've had my entire life, given to me by my great-grandfather, I believe. I don't know if it's worth anything. I don't know. I've just had it all my life. I never knew my great-grandfather. But yeah, my big copy of Sense and Sensibility. I do need a smaller copy of this because I would like to reread it, and reading it in this big copy was hard. It's very heavy. Some little elephants. I have a bunch of these little elephants everywhere that I got from my grandmother's house after she passed. This little print that came in, I believe, September last year's Paper Gang box. Yeah, my classics. Little Women, Jane Austen, Jane Eyre, Great Expectations, more Jane Eyre, Wuthering Heights, more Jane Austen. Yeah. Anyway, moving on. A cute little house that I got when I worked at a craft store. Yeah. Oh yeah, and this back, these are just peel and stick sticker tiles that I got at Target in like the, I forget what the like dollar section at the front there. I don't know what it's called. I don't know proper names or anything. Anyway, yeah, and so here, those were classics. Here starts my standalone fiction. So yeah, there's this little quote print from Linger by Maggie Stiefvater. It's not on my Maggie Stiefvater shelf because it didn't fit. Anyway, yeah. So, standalones. A new favorite author of mine, Sylvia Moreno Garcia. And on to shelf 2. Shelf 2, we have this little bumblebee that never wants to stay facing the right way. He always wants to turn around no matter how many times I try and rehook him. Stop it. And more standalone fiction. So my standalone section has fantasy and like regular general fiction mixed together because I didn't feel like separating them. Anyway, we got Icebreaker, Honeycomb, Never Let Me Go, Triple Stain, Skull and Bone, my unnecessary copies of The Starless Sea, and my cute little book nook that I made that I need to add batteries to the lights because they're kind of getting dull. But yeah, my book nook. I'm very proud of it. I've broken a couple pieces off of it already, but we're not going to talk about that. I made my little Toon Link with the Starless Sea, for reasons. Stand back up, okay. And this fell over. My little Moonstone Star. We got the Night Circus, Spinning Silver, Uprooted, Midnight Bargain, some Ava Reed, If We Were Villains, some Margaret Rogerson, and Sally Rooney. And I don't want to forget my cute little turtle. He's up there on Spinning Silver for no reason. And a shell. I have a lot of random shells. I don't even know where that ink came from. Ooh, graceful. Okay, moving on. My next shelf is a mix of standalones / books that I consider to be standalones, and the beginning of my collection of series. And so we got V.E. Schwab. Yes, I know Vicious has a sequel. I read it and it was fine, so I'm just gonna consider it as a standalone. Yeah, my V.E. Schwab. I Lost All My Words, even though the words are right in front of me and I can read them. Yeah, Far Wilder Magic, Station 11, The Lambertune Oceans, which I really like. I feel like I never see anything about this book, and like I really enjoyed it. I also really love the movie. Like, movie's very good. Yeah, Secret History, very well read. I think I've only read it once, but it looks like I've read it many times. Anyway, my cute little edition of The Hobbit that is kind of old. It's from the 90s. I got it at a book sale. The Beast Player, which does have a sequel, but I couldn't get through the sequel, and I really love the first book, so I'm considering it a standalone, and it can be a standalone. And my beautiful edition of The Book Thief that my friend got me. And this little turtle here was a gift from my grandmother before she passed. But anyway, moving on to series. So here, starting off, all my books are in alphabetical order for the most part. If they're not, you can yell at me, okay, and I will fix them. We're starting with Bear and the Nightingale. I need to reread this before I continue in the series. I do have the next book, and I really want to read it, but I feel like I forgot everything that happened in book 1, so I really need to start over. Anyway, Bear and Nightingale, Half a Soul. Really want to continue in this series. I love this so much. Six of Crows, King of Scars, duologies. I don't have the original trilogy because I don't really care for them that much. And these stories by far are fantastic. Anyway, Ninth House and Hellbent. I need to get a hardcover of Ninth House because this is bothering me, this huge gap. Anyway, and then we have the start of the Graceling Realm series and this purple dusty thing that you can put a candle in, but I never do because it's on my bookshelf and I don't want to light a candle that close to my books. Anyway, yeah, next shelf I have this vase that I found at a thrift store, I think for like $2. It's handmade. I don't know who you are, June Kim, but I love this little vase. I put my coins in it. Oh, I'm so rich. Anyway, yeah, the rest of the Gracing Realm series, Bitter Blue, Winterkeep, Sea Sparrow, and then we have the David Bode trilogy, which I loved, and the Books of Pelennor, which are beautiful on the shelf. And like, look at this. I love this. This is so fun. And when you look on the map in the books, this is like the trails that they go on. These are the roads through the countries and stuff. It's so cool. And the pattern does continue on to this one. And then we have my Witchlands books. I'm really annoyed that this one didn't get a recover in hardcover. I know it does have a matching edition, but it's in paperback. Sorry, these are a little loose right here. And then Encyclopedia of Fairies, Year of the Witching, Poppy War. I need to reread the Poppy War before I move on with the series because I've forgotten everything. It's been so long since I read that. Anyway, I do want to move on with the series. And we're gonna go to the bottom shelf. Okay, so bottom shelf, the final shelf. Well, not the final shelf of the tour because I do have other bookshelves, but the final shelf of this bookcase. We've got the Greenbone Saga right here. Marvelous Light. I need to pick up the next book in the series because I did really enjoy that, and I'm really looking forward to continuing. And then we have the Old Kingdom series. My copy of Golden Hand is massive. And then we have The Call and the Invasion. If you want scary fairy books, highly, highly recommend. Highly recommend. Terrifying. Scariest books I've ever read. I mean, I don't read scary books, but still, scariest books I've ever read. Yeah, Darker Shade of Magic, Priory of the Orange Tree, For the Wolf, For the Throne, and the 2 Kyoshi books. And that concludes that shelf. Ooh, that is... I should have dusted before I did this. But yeah, here's my other cat bookend that I'm not using because I have too many books. So yeah, that's that shelf. And we're gonna move on. I forgot to show you this cute charm that my best friend got me for Christmas with all my favorite books on it, and she was able to customize the lady to look like me, which I thought was very cute. Yeah, so it's on my bookshelf. Anyway, I almost forgot I do have some books up here on top of my wardrobe. Pretty pairs print crochet hooks, lots of yarn and pom-poms. I don't want to explain the pom-poms, and another pair's print and some pretty mugs. Anyway, but yeah, I have my Witcher books, minus the 2 that are on my TBR because I haven't read them yet. And then this is just the empty box for the Witchlands series box set. Yeah, I'm planning on putting all my box sets up here. Eventually I will put my Witchlands up here with the box when I start running out of even more room. But anyway, yep, those are the books up there. That's it. So over here on the other side of my room is my TBR shelf plus some random books that didn't quite fit into my shelves. So yeah, these are my TBRs. Oh, and this is the little kitty shrine. This is a painting of my kitty Violet that my friend painted for me, and there's a picture of my kitty Sophie, another picture of my kitty Sophie, another picture of my kitty Sophie. There's Luna Blue, there's Tonks, just random pictures of cats. There's Zuzu, Boris. Anyway, yeah, random pictures of cats. You didn't necessarily need to see those. And these are little 3D printed little Gigi and shoot, what's her, Lola? Is that her name? Lily? I don't remember. Something with an L. Anyway, I could paint Gigi, but I think he looks really cool like this, so he's staying like that. And this is a Gigi. Oh, he's dusty. That my mom, oops, I'm dropping things, that my mom got me at the Tokyo airport when she was there for a layover. Anyway, yeah, and then some prints. Okay. But yeah, my TBR shelves. They used to be in some kind of order, now they're not quite. This is the book I'm currently reading. That's just the dust jacket. Yeah, so yeah. My TBR shelf. Some of my Fairy Loot editions. They're so pretty. Yeah, and then those are just random books. So yeah, my TBR shelf. And over here we have my Harry Potter books, but we're not going to talk about them for very long. They're there. That's them. So yeah, my bookshelves. I didn't show off my random shelf of clutter there, or my lamp, because they're full of clutter. And yeah, but anyway, those are my bookshelves. And that's it. That's the video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. For some reason, I don't know. Leave a like if you liked it. Yeah. But yeah, leave a like, subscribe if you want, leave a comment. I don't know. I was talking a mile a minute this video, so I'm sorry if you can't understand anything that was said because I tend to mumble. Anyway, I had fun. I hope you had fun. We all have fun. Let's have fun. Anyway, yeah. See you later, I guess. Thanks for watching.